Greetings again from Slot Car Garage. Storm Extreme Box Stock. Episode 5, I'm going to talk about pickup shoes and the Armature commutator spring. What the heck is that, you say? Well, that's why you tune in to find out what these things are. Alright, Armature commutator spring is this spring right here. It goes across the whole chassis. It holds down the top of the armature. If this isn't tight enough, or if it's absent, the car can crash and the top of the armature can actually pop out of here, and it can cause more damage by shifting the armature between the magnets. It could wear a groove into one of the magnets as it crashes. So you got to get this spring tighter so when you crash hard, the armature doesn't pop out. So it goes across the top here, and when it comes stock, brand new, sometimes it'll be rubbing on the brush barrel here, which can cause arcing and sparking. This one's clear, but this one's touching. So I'm going to show you how to bend this, and that'll make more tension on that and also prevent arcing. So you gotta pop this off of here. It's really tiny. There's a little nub on the chassis that it's behind. There we go. This comes off like so. Now it's pretty straight when it's brand new. What I do is I grab it on the corner, just barely. Just grab it on the corner, and then take another needle nose and bend it forward a little bit. Put a little curve into it, if you can. See, now there's a bend to it. Do the other side. Grab it just barely on the corner. And you want to bend it obviously the same way the other one is, like that. Okay, so now we got a curve to it. Reinstall. If you can see that little nub on the chassis, it's going to go behind it like that. It wraps around. This triangular section needs to touch the bearing of the armature. Needs to go right over that, and then it's in between there and the nub. Push hard. It should snap into place. It's not quite there yet. There we go. There we go. And you can see it's behind that little tab, and then it wraps around the brush barrel on each side, no arcing, and it's on the bearing right there holding it down. That's it for that. And these cars come stock with copper pickup shoes. Silver conducts better than copper, so we're going to switch these to silver. There's two styles. I hear through the grapevine that these are getting hard to come by. I like the round nose. I just think they stay on better when you crash, and they do have a little bit more surface area than the other style for conducting electricity. It's personal preference. Some people really like these. I happen to like these. But if we can't get these anymore, I'm going to have to switch to these. So, either way, this is how they go in. There's a spring here. You got to go behind the spring. Then this comes up through there. You gotta get it under that little tab there. If you go above it, it's not going to sit right. It's got to go under and then over that. So again, it's going to go behind this spring through the top, behind that tab, and onto here. Make sure it moves freely, and you're good. These have been known to be a little tight here, so you might have to take it off, go in there and wedge it apart a little bit. It could bind up, but just make sure they're free. Right now I've got them pretty loose. In the next video or two I'll show you how to loosen up this spring right here. When they come brand new, these are pretty stiff. That pushes the car up off the track because they're so stiff. But this is pretty loose right now, so that helps keep the car down. Alright, that's gonna do it for pickup shoes and armature commutator spring. Thanks guys. See you next time.